Good morning, everyone. My name is Chi Chi, and I will be the first moderator for the first group. So let's get started. Welcome to the New Media Campaign webinar. Thanks so much for attending this Montgomery College production facilitated by Dr. Tiffany Copeland. I'm Chi Chi, the moderator for this webinar. Today, we'll focus on the new media strategies of leaders in the communications industry. And in this seminar, we're featuring Keiry Portillo, Leela Tesfaye, Matt McCord, Patrick Durall, and Sophia Grande. If you have any questions during this webinar, be sure to send them to my email address, which I will post in the chat. So we will get started with our first guest speaker for today, Keiry Portillo. Keiry Juliana Portillo is a college student. She was born in Maryland and is a general study major still looking to find where she belongs. She attends Montgomery College and she hopes to soon find a solid career choice. She loves to work with animals, dance, sing, and game, and she aspires to inspire others, bring light into others' lives, and motivate others. In high school, Keiry spent a year after school at Wheaton High School, 4 days a week, taking dance classes instructed by professional dance instructors, 2 days a week, and took cooking lessons in the school 2 days a week as well. When she is not doing homework or in school, Keiry likes to spend her time outside, skateboarding, reading, writing, or just spending time with her dog.
Thank you so much, Chi Chi, for that introduction. I am Keiry Portillo. This is my new media campaign. So first we will go over the contents of what my media campaign has. So first it is my calendar for January 2021. Next will be my goals. After that will be content that I will be posting. Then we will look at my website. We will look at where I will be posting, socialities, resources, and the charity I will be supporting. So first, it looks really busy, but this is my content calendar. And basically, I just divided into 3 sections, which would be like break days, sharing and commenting on posts, and then YouTube and Twitch streams. So my goal is to create a safe space for people to be themselves. I want people to feel at home and enjoy my content, a place where like no one is judged. And I want to promote mental health and create a fun and good community. Content to be posted. The content that I will be posting on Twitch will be mostly gaming. The content that I will be posting on YouTube will be funny videos, vlogs, morning routines, and much more. Content on social media will have more to do with funny and aesthetically pleasing. And then this is my website. My website will be part of my campaign. I will be posting snippets of my blogs. I will also be blogging and sharing what is occurring in my life. Sorry. So this is my website. This is my homepage, and I have like little snippets of trips I've had. This is my about page. My work done, so my 2 YouTube videos and a podcast that I did with a group. And then my blog. Next will be Twitter and Instagram, which is where I will be posting. My Twitter and Instagram will be where I mostly post, and I will keep people updated on my streams and my YouTube videos. I will also share good causes and support mental health, like posts about mental health and how to keep yourself well cared for and everything. My socialities, I will make sure to at least post daily and check my social medias. I will be commenting and posting and liking on posts. I will also share posts about mental health, and I will use the hashtags mental health and self-love. These are my resources, so the NAIMI, Google, and Reddit, and also YouTube. What I will be I will be supporting the National Alliance on Mental Health Illness, and the NAMI is one of the largest grassroots of mental health organizations dedicated to creating better lives for Americans affected by mental illnesses. This organization aims to get rid of stigma associated through education, advocacy, listening, and to the public and leadership. Okay, and that is my presentation. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening.
Okay, thank you so much, Keiry, for your expertise. Now we will move on to the next presenter. Next is Leela Tesfaye. Leela Tesfaye is currently pursuing a certificate in audio production after receiving their Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Maryland in 2015. They have nearly a decade of experience with volunteering for nonprofit arts and public health organizations. They are pivoting to working with all things sound, from music to film to podcasts. They want to use their degree to tell stories about various walks of life through audio.
Thank you so much, Chi Chi.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Leela, and this is my new media campaign presentation. So I'm going to start off this morning with this presentation with the goals of this social media campaign, which are as follows. 1, to gain further knowledge about the technical side of audio production and podcasting. 2, to connect with others through networking opportunities. And 3, to obtain employment in my field, which will be radio/podcasting. So how does social media play into this campaign? Well, within this campaign, I want to use social media sites that are geared toward professional use. And while on these websites, I want to utilize the connection and community building aspects. So how will this be implemented? So here I have a calendar for the social, for the content I will be posting. So 3 days a week, I will be mainly focusing on Facebook. 2 days a week will be for LinkedIn. Also 2 days a week will be for specifically job searching. And on the weekends, I'm going to try not to post much, but mainly focus on aggregating content for the following week. And yeah. Also this semester, I made a website. So I just only have a couple of screenshots. This is the front page. Over here is a series of podcasts I did with a group earlier this semester, and my contact page. So social media. So the 2 social networking sites I will be using for this campaign are Facebook and LinkedIn, since both of these sites are major social networking websites and that have many tools for professionals. In terms of social engagement during this campaign, I plan on commenting and liking other posts. However, my emphasis will be on sharing posts, and the hashtags I will be using are women in radio and changing the face of sound. So the content itself will come from 2 places. One, the news aggregators, such as Alltop and SmartBrief and Google News Alerts, or resources such as the Audio Engineering Society, which is a trade organization about audio techs, and in addition to Sound Girls and the Women's Audio Mission, which are both nonprofits that highlight women in the sound industry, which apparently make up only 5%. So with that in mind, one of my resources is actually the campaign I chose to highlight, which is the Women's Audio Mission. And which their mission statement is changing the face of sound by providing hands-on training work experience, career counseling, and job placement to over 2,000 women and girls every year in creative technology for music, radio, film, television, and the internet. The method of outreach for the charity I've chosen, I'm mainly going to do things online. One, because the charity is based in California, and two, social distancing regulations. However, they have many resources available online and virtually. For engagement, I plan on attending webinars, reading and sharing their blog posts, and using their hashtag changing the face of sound. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this webinar.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Chi Chi.
No problem. Thank you so much, Leela, for your expertise. Next, we have Miss Sophia Grande. Sophia Grande is a student at Montgomery College who is working towards becoming a digital and social media content writer and who will be graduating with her AA in December of 2020. From there, she hopes to continue her education and coursework at the University of Maryland College Park in the spring semester of 2021. During her studies at Montgomery College, Sophia has taken various classes revolving around digital and social media, such as courses in new media and mass media. She has also interned at the Renew Democracy Initiative as a social media marketing intern in the winter of 2019. Outside of school, Sophia enjoys spending time writing sketch comedy, as it is a dream of hers to one day be a writer on Saturday Night Live.
Thank you so much, Chi Chi, and good morning, everyone. All right, my name is Sophia, and welcome to my new media marketing campaign, Wellness Through Laughter. So my long-term goals are to become a content writer, work with nonprofit organizations and ethical companies as a content writer to bring more awareness and engagement, and overall create a brand that promotes wellness in all areas through laughter and comedy. So this is kind of like my mission statement / what wellness means to me. Wellness means taking care of myself and others, both physically and mentally. And wellness can include an array of things, but my overall goal is to promote and encourage others to explore what wellness means to them through the means of laughter, because laughter can help strengthen all aspects of life. And according to Forbes, laughter increases endorphins, helps form social bonds, fosters brain activity, and can also help in heart protection, which to me means wellness. So what was the last thing that made you laugh, and how did it make you feel? Here is my social media content calendar that I will be using. I'll be taking Saturdays and Sundays to curate content for the week. I've chosen to post a blog every Monday that revolves around an area of wellness to focus on for the week. I will be active on Instagram every Tuesday and Thursday by going live and sharing sources on my story, as well as posting photos. I'll be uploading a YouTube video from my series Candid Conversations every Wednesday, which focuses on talking to friends and family about how they've been able to cope during the pandemic. And I will be posting an episode of my podcast every Friday. I will also be posting on Twitter daily, sharing personal wellness content, as well as retweeting and liking resources and articles that I would find helpful. So here's just some snapshots of my website. I have an About Me page where you can read a little bit more about my background. And I also have the work that I've done throughout the semester, like my podcast, and there you can find my YouTube videos, Candid Conversations. I will be updating my website every time I post a new YouTube video, so it's easy to find the work that I'm doing. And here is where I will be posting my blog posts as well through my website. And I also have a contact page for anyone that wants to get in contact or be involved in what I'm doing. For sociality, my main social media site of choice would be Twitter, because I think it combines both my passion for writing and wellness, since it will allow me to tweet, share photos and videos and articles conveniently. And it also makes it easier to share and spread information through retweeting, replying, and liking. I will mostly be sharing my own personal content, but I will also be sharing articles and retweeting from other sources as well. So be sure to look out for the hashtags I will be using throughout my campaign, hashtag laughter cures and hashtag wellness through laughter. The resources I will be using for my content would be the National Institute of Health, NIH Wellness Toolkits, which is a really great toolkit that just kind of has articles on wellness, whether it's your feelings, your body, your surroundings. So it's a really cool toolkit that just has advice from doctors and NIH. I'll also be using Laughter Online University, which is a really cool website that just posts educational content from doctors and different people of expertise on how to manage stress, the benefits of laughter, and just posts like different comedy content that also promotes wellness. I'll be also using resources from the Mental Illness Happy Hour, which is a podcast that posts about mental health and wellness from doctors and comedians as well. The organization that I will be supporting is the Comedy Resistance, which is a nonprofit organization using live events, local activism, and digital content tools to inspire comedians and comedy fans to increase civic engagement via voter registration. For me, wellness includes activism as well, so this is a really cool organization that I support, and I will be attending some of their events that they have in DC. I actually attended one of their events during this upcoming election season for their Get Out to Vote campaign. So I will be trying to participate as much as possible. So thank you so much for listening to my campaign. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sophia, for your expertise. We do have a couple of questions. What are your social media handles, and on what platform will your podcast be on?
So my social media handles, I can share my screen again. Yeah, my handle for everything is right here. There's like a screenshot of it. There's like my Twitter name, and it's Sophia, SOPHIUH_G. And I will be posting my podcast through SoundCloud, which is just under my name, Sophia Grande.
Okay, thank you so much, Sophia, for your expertise.
Thank you, Chi Chi.
You're welcome. So next up, we will have Mr. Matthew McCord. Matthew McCord is a Maryland native who attended West Virginia University and is now attending Montgomery College. He shares a love of all the local sports teams along with a passion for animals and photography. Trying to earn a certificate of digital media production has inspired him to begin his own media company. Focusing on his slogan, "Everyone's beautiful mother, nature at her finest and through a lens," has driven him to pass along as much beauty and happiness as possible. Matthew believes that Mother Nature provides so much beauty that most people just pass by or ignore to acknowledge. He wants to make that the beauty of nature, he wants to make sure that the beauty of nature hits everybody's eyes.
All right, thank you for that introduction, Chi Chi. My name is Matthew McCord, and I will be going over my new media marketing campaign. Some of the presentation's overview right here is who I'm going to be talking about is the company that I work for currently named Doggy Zone. I do a lot of their social media marketing and stuff. As of right now, I work with a company that does it for them, but I work alongside, so I get a lot of extra practice and a lot of learning time with them. And also a little presentation about myself and my goals using social media marketing. What I will be talking about is sites of my own and some others that I'll be using, such as Facebook and Instagram. Currently, like I said, I work for a company called Doggy Zone, but I want to start my own company and have the proceeds donated to a charity that I'll talk about later. I'll be starting actually my own company, hopefully by the beginning of next year, January 2021. Where you can see a lot of my stuff is on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, social, and other media outlets. How I will be doing this is with photography, video editing, and social media. As Chi Chi said in my introduction, I love nature and I love animals, especially dogs, as you can see in this picture here. Working for the Doggy Zone, I get to take a lot of pictures of dogs, so it's a lot of fun. This is my social media calendar. As you can see, it is kind of busy, but it's a lot easier than it looks like. As you see, I will be using Facebook and Instagram mostly during the week to be posting content. From working with one of the professional marketing companies, I've found that some of the best times is actually right when people start work and then right after work. So that's why you'll see Facebook at 9:30, Instagram at 5:30, and vice versa during certain days. On Sundays, I will be posting a YouTube slideshow of some of the personal content that I create over the weekends. I'll be trying to respond to comments at least 2 to 3 times a week, as I feel being engaged is very important to have a social media presence. So, and then Fridays, I'll be trying to put a little YouTube trailer out for my Sunday slideshow. So yeah, I'll also be using Google Analytics to see what posts are doing better than others. This is my website. Here's a couple screenshots. It's a plain and simple website. Basically, I kept it simple so you can focus on some of the photos that are up there more than the writing, as I think photography says a lot more than what you can actually write on the page. My website tells you about me. It'll share some of the work I've done and give you a chance to get in touch with me. It also, embedded in my website are some of the podcasts that I've done talking about traveling, as obviously you want to travel to see more nature and more sights that you haven't seen before. Like I said, I'll be using Facebook and Instagram primarily as my content place or holders, I guess you could say. I think Facebook is good for pictures and stories. You have a wide range of audience with them, and it's very easily to target the audience that you want to reach. I'll be posting on there probably 2 to 3 times a week and trying to comment as well 2 to 3 times a week. This is my little Facebook page that I've created, Gold Medal Studios. That is my dog up there in the corner. Basically, this will be where I post all the pictures that I take on the weekends of nature and animals and so forth and so on. I'll also be using Instagram. Instagram obviously is a big picture-based platform. It's also pretty easy to target the audience you want to reach. And you have the capabilities of showing short videos and a lot of pictures all at once. Again, posting 2 to 3 times a week, trying to review and write comments as much as possible. YouTube, I won't be using as much, but it will keep my slideshows there. So it'll be a one-stop shop to see what I've done for the week, basically. It'll promote the business. And if all or any proceeds that I make from my own little side hustle, Gold Medal Studios, will be all donated to the Epilepsy Foundation. Hence why I have the hashtag Mother Nature and Seizure First Aid. It'd be the ones that I will use mostly. Resources I use obviously will be epilepsy.com to kind of keep up with the latest things that they're doing and see if there's any way that I can, help them on the side. Name Media is the company that currently does the social media marketing for Doggy Zone where I work at, and is a company that I work alongside, where I learn a lot of strategies and other things about social media. And Google Analytics is where I will keep track of how posts are doing and what attraction is being drawn to my business via Google, and also generating a lot of inspiration from other hashtags like #dog and so forth and so on to try to generate ideas on what to do next. And as I said before, Epilepsy Foundation of America is the charity that I work for. The reason being is I have lost a close friend of mine due to a seizure while driving, and it's a very serious subject to me and touches my heart a lot. So that is why I chose them. As you see, it says to lead the fight to overcome the challenges of living with epilepsy and to accelerate therapies to stop seizures, find cures, and save lives. And that is my presentation. I appreciate you guys for listening, and if there's any questions, I'll be glad to answer. Thank you.
Next, we're going to move on to our next panelist, Mr. Patrick Durall. Patrick Durall was born and raised in the DMV. He's in his second year at Montgomery College after spending his freshman year at Seton Hall. Patrick's major is radio broadcast. He currently works as a basketball coach, but hopes to become an on-air radio host in the future. Patrick's hobbies include playing sports, reading about sports, or talking to friends about, you guessed it, sports. So here is Mr. Patrick Durall.
All right, thanks, Chi Chi. As you guys just heard, my name is Patrick Durall, and I'm going to be taking you guys through my new media marketing campaign this morning. So after I graduate, I hope to land a job with a radio station and eventually work my way up to hosting a show. And of course, radio executives don't just hand out time on the air. So my goal is to use social media to build a brand and a following on Twitter and on YouTube to show that I deserve a spot on the air and give me a little bit of momentum to hopefully get a spot on the air earlier than someone else would. So my posting schedule, I'll post videos of me discussing sports topics to YouTube, as well as promo videos and discussion topics to Twitter. This is the schedule I'll maintain at least for the next 6 months to build up enough content and hopefully a decent fan base. So my YouTube uploads will be the most important part of my project. I'll record 10 to 15 minute videos Wednesday and Sunday night of me discussing a variety of sports topics, whatever's in the news, whatever people are interested in at that time. And then I'll upload Monday and Thursday. Recording twice a week will help me stay relevant with the topics that I speak about. And so I'll also post promo videos, but these will go to Twitter instead of YouTube. So I'll post a video right after uploading a video to YouTube. And on Twitter, that video would look like something like me just saying, hey guys, I just uploaded a video on YouTube, go check it out. And then in the following days on Twitter, I'll take clips from my YouTube video and upload them to Twitter to promote my content and hopes to spread my content to people that might like my work on Twitter. And like I just mentioned, growing a following on Twitter. In addition, I'll also post discussion topics to Twitter with hopes of starting a debate in my comments. It's all about interacting with my fans and my followers to try to build a bigger following. So my website, here it is. There's about me. I got my podcast links with me and Eddie, and I've written a couple blogs as well. One of which was how we ran a 3v3 tournament during a pandemic and didn't have a single positive COVID test. And then I also visited my friends up in New Jersey. So you guys can go check that out on my website. So my social media plan, like I mentioned, I'll upload videos to my YouTube channel and updates and discussion content to Twitter. It'll be important for me to grow my brand online, like I said, so I can prove that people want to hear me talk, and that there would be benefits to putting me on the air. Anything to get my foot in the door. And it's crucial that I stay active on Twitter, or maybe once I'm big enough, hire someone to manage the Twitter account. Because the way you grow on Twitter is to be extremely active. You never know what tweet's gonna blow up or what big account's gonna could retweet your tweet and make it go viral. So like I said, it's really important that I stay active on Twitter. So once again, I'll post 30-second promo videos twice a week for the new videos I post. and also take clips from my recent videos and upload them to Twitter. Like I said, it's all about trying to drive up engagements on Twitter. So this includes tweeting out questions and replying to comments. The point of tweeting out a question specifically is that you can tweet out a question and someone will reply to it. And so when the person replies to it, everyone who follows them see the tweet. So there's a chance that people don't follow me, but they follow someone who answers one of my questions. So then that takes the person who answers my question, puts my tweet onto someone else's timeline, even if they don't follow me. So I think that's a good way to grow. And I'll use the hashtags Patrick's Hot Takes and Embrace Debate, which is a common sports hashtag. A couple of my resources for the sports outlets, I mean, just where anybody gets sports news, ESPN, Bleacher Report, NBA.com, NFL.com, etc. News outlets when necessary. If I feel there's a big enough story to speak about that's not sports, I'll touch on it, and those are just the boilerplate, CNN, Washington Post, etc. And also I'll take one or two replies from my Twitter and put in my YouTube video, or maybe take a couple questions once I get big enough to receive questions from my followers. And then finally, my charity that I chose to work with is called Good Sports, and their mission is to give underprivileged children access to team sports by providing necessary equipment, apparel, and footwear. And I'll have a youth sports segment on my show every other week where I'll focus on an exceptional youth athlete that deserves recognition, or maybe an exceptional coach. Anything that will inspire fellow young adults like myself to step into youth sports and try to bring sports to young kids across the country. So that's all I got for you guys today, and thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you so much, Patrick, for your expertise. A few quick questions. We're running close on time here, so just a few quick questions for our panelists. We already got the social media handle from Miss Sophia Grande, and could the other panelists please mention their handles as well? We'll start with Miss Keiry Portillo.
Okay, so for my two social medias, my Twitter handle, would you like me to put it in chat? I can put it in chat for.
Yes, if you could please share it in the chat for our guests.
Okay. I'll post all my social media handles on chat.
And if the other panelists could do that as well, just so that our guests will have access to that, to check out your pages and well as your social media pages. Okay, and just our last question of the day. Will anyone this is to all the panelists, will anyone be using the live function on their respective social media platforms? Keiry, you can go first.
I will once in a while be going live on most likely Instagram. I know Instagram has the option to go live on your story, so I will be using that to my advantage and communicating with my audience.
Thank you. Ms. Leela?
Most likely not, but if I'm working on anything, I would probably maybe use the live function. Yeah, but I don't think using the live function for like Facebook, I don't know if that would prove much use, but I would be open to the idea.
Thank you. And Ms. Sophia?
Yes, I'll be using the Instagram live function as much as possible every Tuesday and Thursday when I use Instagram.
Thank you. And Mr. Matt?
I will not be using the live function as much as I would use the story function. Maybe if I saw something wild and crazy out there in my travels, I would post it live. But for the most part, no, I will not be using live functions.
Thank you very much. And lastly, Mr. Patrick.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely be using it, especially once I start to build up a fan base and maybe can interact with viewers through sending questions.
Thank you so much, panelists. I'd like to thank all our. I'd like to give thanks to all of our panelists, Keiry, Leela, Sophia, Matt, and Patrick, and to our alternate moderator, Kosh Mandava, and to Dr. Copeland, and for helping to facilitate this production, and for Montgomery College for providing us with this platform. And I'd especially like to thank everyone who's here today. Again, I'm Chi Chi, and I look forward to seeing you at our next webinar. Thanks so much for joining us.